Exclusive breaking news.
Sir, it's a pleasure to meet you. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing fine. Thank you very much, madam.
Okay. Please, can you tell us more about yourself?
My name is Kehinde Apara, the National President, Association of Mobile Communication Device Technicians of Nigeria. I'm a Yoruba man, a typical Nigerian.
Alright, aside from phone calls and mobile banking, what else can we do with our mobile phones?
A lot. Our mobile phone is a device that keeps records of our daily activities. We also store our pictures. It also serves as our photo albums because we keep a lot of documents for memory sake on our phones, and we can even use it. It's also our identity, because the moment you see somebody call you, when you see the number that calls you, automatically you identify the person that called you through his number. It goes beyond just to make call. It's an identity. It's a way of identifying somebody, or to track, or to monitor. We can use our mobile phone to also monitor activities, either we are there or not. It's a way of getting a feedback report.
Aside from that, what else can we use the mobile phone to do? Like, there's so many people who don't know that we can use the mobile phone to do other things that will better the betterment of the country.
Your mobile phone can serve as your office. You don't necessarily own it. If you don't own a shop or have an office, but provided you have a mobile phone, it's a way of getting in touch with you. It serves as your office too. People can reach you on your phone if they want to give you work, and you can also use it to market your business, your products, with the help of the social media. So I think the phone offers tremendous advantage and opportunities.
Okay, what is your association? What technicians?
AMCODET Nigeria, we are an umbrella body. What we do mostly is to protect our members, then to protect our trade, because since the advent of GSM in the year 2001, this is an industry that employs millions of Nigerian youths. It keeps some of the youth away from the crimes. It gets them busy. So we deem it so that we should have an umbrella body that will coordinate the activities in the industry. Then in terms of training, the body also partner with relevant government agencies like NETIDA, that's National Information Technology Development Agency, Nigerian Communication Commission, the Ministry of Communications and Digital Economy. We are in partnership with them in terms of training and possibly for government intervention. So what we do is to protect our members, to train them, and to educate the public the danger of buying all kinds of phones, mostly the stolen phones. So I think the organization is well positioned in that position to train and to educate the members and the public at large.
In the aspect of selling, buying stolen phones, in what way has the association tried to create awareness and give signs on how you should know that phone is a stolen phone? How far has the association gone in that aspect?
Thank you very much, madam. What we do is, in our meeting, we do educate, because there are different categories in this industry. We have hardware category, likewise we have the software. The software categories are the ones that unlock mobile phone and flash the read-only memory of the phone. So what we do is, we normally have meeting time to time with the police, the Nigerian police force. We go to them for training, for meeting, because I could remember there was a particular time year before last year, the rate in which the SARS are arresting our member was so alarming. So we now call a general meeting with the members and the police. We bring out our challenges to them. We let them realize that we are not a criminal. We are phone technician, and there's no way we as a technician or as an individual will be asking customer, where do you get your phone from? Somebody walk into my office to come and unlock a phone I don't know where he or she got the phone. So my own is to render my legitimate business and get my money. But at the long run, the policemen will came and pick up that we are the one aiding the phone theft in the country. That is because we unlock the mobile phones. That is why the criminals have the mind of going after people's mobile phones. So we now ask the police, okay, what do you want us to do? They say, okay, you look at the MTN, Glo, 9Mobile and other service provider. Before they replace your lost SIM card to you, they will take down your necessary information. And you put the evidence, you will come out with the evidence that you own the SIM card by showing them the certificates, or you go to court affidavit. So the police were able to educate us a lot, so that we will not fall into the hands of these guys. So I think with that we are able to learn a lot from the police, because there's no way we can argue with them. They are doing their work, and the policemen make it clear to us that assuming somebody got killed in Abuja and they find the person phone in our possession, automatically they have found one suspect, which we are all agree that is true. So for that, before we unlock mobile phone, we make it clear to the customer, okay, if anything happen, we will get you, we will take down your information before we unlock your mobile phone. Unlike before, all this kind of thing has not been happening, because we believe that being phone less work. But when we see the way SARS is picking up our members, it make us to tight our bet very well, so that we don't unlock phone anyhow. If you suspect the customer, you can ask him or her some technical question. If he wait to provide you necessary answers, you know that there's something wrong with the work. It's either you avoid it, let him go, but we cannot arrest customer and call police. But if we see anything wrong, our is to alert our member that I have suspect also person with that phone, avoid that work. We will make call, or we have a WhatsApp group where we communicate online with all our members. So just to save ourselves and the public from losing their vital information.
As a technician, do you undergo training before you join the association, or what are the requirements that you have to undergo or have qualities you have before you become a member?
Thank you very much. Before you register a member in AMCODET, minimum of 5 years experience, because we believe that the phone now, the advert of GSM was like 20 years ago, up to 20 years now. And if you are just a fresher or in young technicians, if you have not up to 4 to 5 years experience, we won't adopt you, we won't register you as a member. Basically now, before we give you our forms, we must know who train you, where you train. We must know your guy, that's the person that trained you. We must know that if it's a member, automatically it will stand for you to be registered as a member. If you're not a member, we won't accept you, except you qualify as you have spent like 5 years or above in the industry before you can apply to become a member. These are criteria 1 and 2. We normally organize in-house training to update and to refresh our memory. That way, for our members, we organize training. We invite some other partners to come and train us, but we are still having challenges because the likes of the Samsung Techno are not being supportive, because they are afraid of transferring the technology to Nigerians, so they don't want to give out the in-depth of technology. I think that's the only area we are having challenges, but within ourselves, I think we are doing our best within the organization.
You talk about some manufacturers not being helpful in terms of supporting your trade. Yeah, so what do you expect the federal government to do? Do you expect the federal government to call them into it, or what are your expectations?
Actually, we know what we are going to do. We know it within ourselves. We are a member of National Council on Communication Technology. Last year we were in Katsina, we are in Gombe State, to submit a memo to the council. The council is the highest decision-making organ when it comes to telecommunication industry. So I think this year by God grace, at the council we are going to submit a memo. Maybe we are going to establish a mobile technology development institute or center. I think for that will be the issue will be run by government in collaboration with other relevant stakeholders to train the indigenous technicians. Well, it's part of the recommendation we got from our last council meeting then in Gombe State. So that what we are going to work on, because the manufacturers, I mean these multinational companies, the likes of Techno, Samsung, Windows, Microsoft, they are skeptical of transferring the knowledge, the technical knowledge, our technology knowledge to Nigerians. I know. So they just want to keep on bringing in their goods, their finished product from their country to come and sell it. Because they know that the moment Nigeria were able to get the necessary equipment and materials, we can develop these devices. So I think our government is not looking at that area. Our government is not looking at that area that this thing should go beyond private partnership alone. The government should fully involve because it entails a lot of things. Communication involves security, and in the aspect of security, that's why I mentioned the issue of stealing of mobile phone. Somebody phone got lost, they will come and pick engineer that will unlock it. So the government should look beyond just to collect tax or tariff from the manufacturers. They should think about how to develop indigenous technicians, about capacity building. When we are fully developed in Nigeria, we can develop all these devices. We can do it here in Nigeria. It's possible, but what we needed is just government support and intervention, so that some of our members can be trained outside the country, like Japan, India, Pakistan. We are planning to send some members to Korea, to Pakistan this year, to go and learn more. We are doing this on our own individual capacity. We have not been getting government support in that regard. So I think the best bet is government want us to develop ourselves before they can intervene. So I think by God's grace and with God on our side, it's achievable. We will achieve that on our own. Even though because we have tried this multinational companies in terms of training, they always turn down our proposal because they are afraid that Nigerians, they are very fast in learning, so they don't want us to know the secrets of the communication. But gradually we are going there. Just 20 years of GSM Nigeria, we will be there in the next few years. We will start making the Nigerian mobile phone. We will start manufacturing our own. I believe it's achievable.
Thank you so much. And what other opportunities are bound in the ICT sector?
A lot. Let me give you some instance. We buy some screen 100,000 naira, a single screen. We buy some 80, 50, 40, 35. Where we have challenges is the area of substandard products. It's because the government has there to beam a searchlight into the industry, and the government is losing a lot of revenue because the government is not focusing on the ICT industry. Part of our challenges is the substandard and inferior products that are being brought into the country day in, day out. The SON are not helpful. That's one. The SON, I think they are the one in charge of the standard goods in the country. So I will urge the SON to beam their searchlight into the mobile phone spare parts, the screen, the touch, and all the accessories that are related to the mobile phone. They should know the standard they are bringing in from the other country, so Nigeria will not be a dumping ground for all this electronic waste. That's one. And two, when we talk about the advantage or the opportunities that are found in the ICT sector, mostly in the mobile phone industry, it's numerous. Somebody can start selling mobile phone spare parts with just 1 million naira, but before 7 months, that 1 million can become 10 million naira. It's a big investment. A business started with just 1 million naira, but in the next 6 months, you see that the turnover is over 10 million naira. That's a great opportunity. One, and two, training. Because day in, day out, we are getting different kind of sophisticated mobile phones. I think we have phone of 700,000, 1 million naira now. Like Samsung folder is being sold for like 760,000 naira. And imagine how many the pieces in thousands that will be chipped into the country. So what are going to do about that? Nothing. But when you have a little money, like a 500 to 1 million naira, to start selling mobile phone accessories, you become a big man. Within a tickle of eye, you make money. Training is there. Then capacity building is another way of making money. How do I mean? We government can help the older engineers in the industry to attain a level that will bring their confidence in. How do I mean? maybe government send like 3 or 5 people to overs for training on how to manufacture mobile phones. It's going to create a bigger employment opportunity for Nigerians. Since 20 years, well, by next year, February, March, next year, we are planning to roll out a program 20 years of GSM in Nigeria, the journey so far and the challenges. So these are the area we are trying to even call government attention that it is high time for we Nigerians to start developing locally made mobile phone. It's an opportunity if you have a company that is manufacturing even the ordinary touchpad. If you have a company, if Nigeria have a company that manufactures a mobile phone touchpad, you know, it's a billions of naira just for touchpad, not all of other accessories. So I think a lot of the opportunity are bound in this industry, but they are yet to be tapped into, and that's why we are calling on the relevant government agencies, state and federal government, to come to our aid so that this industry can be taken to the next level and to be a viable business. Because many people look at white collar job. I want to work in banks, oil sector and stuff like that. Forget that communication industry is the another money making machine venture that even supersede the money gotten from the crude oil, which is true, because in computer village alone, I think this market generated more than 90 billion naira annually, and it's according to the Bureau of Statistics. But I believe it's much more than that, because they only see what the figure they come across, but they have not gone around and find out how the industry is booming.
Wow. So far, what have been the challenges faced in the business, in the ICT sector, and in your by your technicians as well?
Remember, number one is the substandard product. Substandard product. In terms of in the likes of screen, they are bringing from China to this country is terrible. If you buy a screen of 20,000 naira now, maybe you fix the phone for the customer. After today or tomorrow, the same screen you change for 20,000 naira, 25,000 got damage, and the customer has no option than to come back to you, the technician, that I paid you now. See what happened to my phone. I just fixed this phone the day before yesterday. It has got spoiled again, and you now have to cough the money from your own pockets. You now have to cough the money out of your own pockets. So the problem we are having majorly is the issue of substandard. Is worrisome. As of yesterday, we are still having that issue. When a member bought the screen of 5,000 naira, within 10 minutes the screen got blank, and the customer was still with the customer. The customer was still with the engineer. So the customer like, thank God I have not even take this one away from you. So the rate these people who are bringing in substandard products into this market, into this industry, is becoming alarming, and we need to beg government, mostly the SON, to help us. Because when we had a meeting with the ICPC some years back, that's the CPC, Consumer Protection Council, we were being told that they don't have the equipment to detect either the screen is original or fake. So that's where we end the meeting, that if CPC can tell us like this that they don't have equipment to know the original phone screen from the fake one, what are we going to do? So that means we have to go and find a solution on our own, which is not easy to go by, because to get a device that will tell you that this is the original screen, this is the fake screen, is going to cost a lot of money. Not that we are damaging business for anybody or we are spending business for anybody, but in order to protect ourselves, because if you buy screen 20,000 naira today, after a week it has the same problem. You will be forced to come back to the engineer that collect the work for you, that fix it for you, and you ask it, okay, madam, go and bring 80,000. Am I crazy? I paid you just some weeks ago. Am I going to pay for another money? So these are the area. The issue of substandard product is putting hole in our pockets. So these are the area we are having serious challenges. And let me add this. when we were in Gombe last year, the association submitted a memo, National Mobile Communication Device Unlocking Safety Permits. We had a meeting with the IRT, that's the office of the IGP, concerning the incessant arrest of our members. So that's why we come up with the unlocking safety permits. That before you unlock a mobile phone as a technician, you must undergo competency test. After completion of the competency test, you are qualified to get the unlocking permits. And that unlocking permit, if you go around the market, some of our members are now applying to own one, so that to protect themselves and to have something that back them up, so that when there is the issue, the association can come as a body to intervene and to settle the matter for the member. So I think in our own capacity, we are still trying to promote the industry and to protect our members.
Thank you so much. God bless you.
My name is Kehinde Apara, the AMCODET President. I want all Nigerians to keep watching Gatmash television. Thank you very much.
We are here in Computer Village in Otigba, to be specific, Lagos State. We're here to talk about the activities, what it is. Do you have any issue with your phone? Do you have any issues with your laptop? Do you have whatever thing you've been facing as far as IT is concerned? Well, don't forget to share your experiences with us via email at gatmatch@gmail.com. Follow us on our YouTube channel, Gatmatch TV, to watch the activities. But don't forget to share your experience and your eyewitness reports to us too, with the lines that you are streaming. What have your experience been in the market? Have you lost your phone? Did you fall into the wrong hands? Did you buy a stolen phone? What was the experience? We'll be willing to listen to you. Thank you. Yours truly, Teresa Moses, reporting for Gatmatch TV.